looking outside there, you feel it, you see it, spring is in the air, and that makes real estate hot. So a question for you. Would you offer a higher price than a home's going for right off the bat? It's actually happening all around the Boston area because it's such a competitive real estate market for buyers and sellers right now. So if you're in the market on either side, let's dig into some tactics that you need to know about with realtor Amy Mizner. She's principal with Benoit Mizner Simon and Company. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay, so when the economy bottomed out, all of a sudden prices on homes were dropping and everybody was saying this is a buyer's market, and it lasted for a year, a couple years, a long time, and all of a sudden things seem to be changing. What's going on?
It's a complete different, changed market now. It's a seller's market. Because of low inventory and a pent-up demand of these buyers, it's a whole game changer now, and it's become a seller's market.
So now that the economy has evened up, we're talking about, essentially, you say supply and demand. So if these houses are not being put on the market, these sellers have to try very hard to get the attention of a buyer. I was reading that they're even sending letters, personal letters, essentially saying, please accept my bid. What's that about?
Well, there's so many bid wars going, multiple bids out there on one house, so you want to differentiate yourself and make your bid stand out. So people will write personal letters to, you know, tug on the emotional aspects of the deal. But the financial and the terms of the deal are still the most important, but it's one way to make your offer stand out.
And on that note, okay, emotional and then obviously financial money talks, there are some people who are offering to top whatever the highest bid is right off the bat, not even knowing. They say, hey, this is what we want to pay, but if you get whatever, we'll top it by $5,000. Is that normal? What process is that?
That's a process that's used. It's a strategy that's used by buyers. It's called an escalation clause. When there are multiple offers, a buyer will say, I will pay X amount over the highest offer. It's a strategy that could be used, but it could often backfire. I've been on the other side sitting and reviewing those offers with sellers, and the seller will say, well, what do you mean they'll go X over the highest offer? What is their best? And we'll go back to the buyers and say, put your best price and your best terms on the table, and we'll review them at a certain time. And it's a strategy that could backfire, so be careful.
So seller's market right now, but for somebody on either side right now, how competitive is it? What's your advice?
My advice is work with an experienced buyer's agent so that they can guide you through the process. You have to act quickly, you have to be educated and informed, and and I think working with a good buyer's agent is really
to help you navigate it.
Yeah,
so you
to advocate for you through this process.
Sure, so you don't kind of be indecisive and miss your chance. All right, some good advice. Thank you so much. Realtor Amy Mizner, principal with Benoit Mizner and Simon. Thanks for that advice. Maybe I should sell my house. I don't know.
It's a good time to sell.
Over to you, Maria.